Before we turn our attention to the world of business, we have this story. Family, friends and colleagues gathered today to celebrate the life of former Cabinet Minister Sir Warwick Franklin. This as his official funeral was held at the St. Philip Parish Church. Lorna Jones has more.
The pews of the St. Philip Parish Church were lined with family, friends and officials, including Governor-General Dame Sandra Mason, Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley, and members of the Barbados Labour Party and the Democratic Labour Party. They gathered in tribute to former Cabinet Minister Sir Warwick Franklin in the church located a short drive away from his childhood neighbourhood of Brayton St. Philip. As Queen's Counsel Hal Gollop notes, despite a long battle against diabetes, his enthusiasm for the well-being of his country and politics never waned.
His interest in what was taking place on the national and/or international scene remained undiminished. Indeed, that keen intellect and interest were sources of inspiration to those of us who found time to read to him, to keep him informed. And through it all, he never for 1 minute gave up his interest in politics.
Very much the family man, his grandson Matthew Julian and daughter Dawn Franklin recounted their favourite memories and lessons from Sir Warwick.
Amongst all the qualities I listed before, Grandad's perhaps greatest one was his astounding optimism, not only in himself but in those around him, always believing wholeheartedly in the potential people had.
He was a strong man with a soft heart and an affinity for helping the less fortunate and those in need. He gave not only of his resources but of his time. He taught us all to help where we can and with what we can. Our dad was a giver. Thank you, sir, for your never-ending support and encouragement.
In his sermon, Reverend Trevor O'Neill encouraged Barbadians to follow Sir Warwick's example.
We recognize the call of God on his life, to have faith, to trust and believe, and work to assist his people. Give of yourself for the sake of others.
Sir Warwick Franklin was interred in the St. Philip Parish Churchyard. Lorna Jones, CBC News.
Now to business. Barbados tourism marketers are to continue relying heavily on social media and other types of online platforms in order to sell the island. This from William Billy Griffith, Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. He was speaking during a panel discussion that formed part of the recent 4th Caribbean International Tourism Conference. It was held at the UE Cave Hill campus's School for Graduate Studies and Research.
While word of mouth has always been a compelling and trusted marketing tactic, today's consumers are able to reach exponentially larger audiences because of digital social networks. This societal shift has turned content customers into content producers, which makes the individual the foundation of any destination marketing strategy. Traditional advertising alone is no longer effective in destination marketing. Instead, we must harness the power of the stories that are generated from within our destination, those that resonate with our visitors' personal passions.
Mr. Griffith says as a result, digital marketing is now taking up about 40% of the BTMI's budget.
Visitors are now clearly the lead storytellers for modern travel experiences, and we craft remarkable triggers or experiences and supply the infrastructure and visible mementos to support the social sharing. We market Destination Barbados by pushing authentic experiences and marketing our hidden treasures. We have found that visitors come to the island to live like a Bajan and experience our rich culture and heritage. As visitors crave immersion in authentic experiences, we are focused on sharing our culture and heritage.
The Trinidad-based regional conglomerate Ansa Macal says one of its affiliates has acquired the shares of the Barbados-based Trident Insurance Company Limited. This allows Ansa Macal to expand its insurance footprint in Barbados and provide a strong and competitive market presence. The companies did not disclose the amount of money paid for the transaction. Ansa Macal Barbados Limited Chairman Andrew Sagba says they are delighted to welcome Trident Insurance into the wider Ansa Macal family. He assures all policyholders that Trident Insurance will continue to conduct business as usual. Well, let's take a look now at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region. In Jamaica, Proven Investments Limited, USD, was the volume leader with 336,610 shares. They were followed by Cygnus Credit Investments Limited, USD ordinary shares, and Cygnus Credit Investments Limited, JMD ordinary shares. In Trinidad, NCB Financial Group Limited was the volume leader with 124,465 shares, changing hands at a value of $1,405,703. National Enterprises Limited and Grace Kennedy Limited followed. In Barbados, Goddard Enterprises Limited was the volume leader, trading 11,604 shares at a value of $3.26. They were followed by Epley Caribbean Property Fund, SCC Value Fund, and Insurance Corporation of Barbados Limited.